3-Minute Modernist. Which brings me to the video, and I can't remember the name of it, with the lips.
Oh, As Drunk as Bad Dubbing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I particularly, what I really was looking when I was watching it, I was going, this seems to be about the production of sound as we understand it now through a secondary medium, in this case, a film. And could you go into where your head at was with that? Because it's a confounding piece. I don't know if I love it or not.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because it was somewhat a collaboration. Two other students here, Mayank and Lulu. Lulu is really interesting because so all those mermaid things that came out, you can buy a mermaid tail. Lulu used to do that when I came here first. Lulu Laborde is her name. She's gone on to make some films and stuff. She used to do it in all the fountains on campus, and she would do it in the swimming pool. She made her own tail like years before this. So she just had that kind of like she was the one who edited all the lips, and we were like, the lips look like sushi. When you cut a lip out, because it was originally in 3D and for like a multi-channel system. Yeah, so that's only a 2D version. It's a very different thing when the lips are coming out at you.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it was really terrifying. But it was funny because you have to key out all the lips, and we like purposely made it like really not bad, but like, it's not perfect. It's not meant to be. Just the idea of someone like trying to deal with being very drunk at a party and not quite getting what was going on. And we'd all been talking, like Lulu grew up in Texas, but she has links and families to like the Pacific, and Mayank was from what was Mayank's second name? It's on the video. Sorry, Mayank. Mayank was another master's student at CCRMA. He's from India originally, and and I'm from Ireland, and we're just talking about the difference in cinema. Like, so, why do British and American movies have naturalistic sort of sound? Why does Italian cinema and Indian cinema overdub everything? Like, there's various reasons for it. We were just talking about the idea of dubbing and how it can be very funny, what we do when we encounter movies from other places. Of course, you've got a different actor. It's like, when you watch the Spanish version of Star Wars, like, Darth Vader is just like, wow, this is so strange. And they have a vocoder on some of it. They just don't have in other places. Yeah. So that was kind of just the idea for the piece. It's like, well, what if we did this very confusing thing about speech, about when you encounter speech and what condition you encounter speech in. And it was just really good fun. I don't know whether I have it. There's a joke in it. It's a giggle. It's not the most profound thing that has ever been made. In 3D, it's very, very funny.
And yet at the same time, you're approaching it. I mean, it feels like the video art pieces we were seeing in the 90s, sort of the after Chris Burden and Laurie Anderson all did their things, when people were realizing, we can actually have some fun with this stuff.
Yeah. Again, a lot of this, going back to the Come Closer piece, going back to the, as much as there's the lumberjack joke, and the same as in, obviously the Cookie Monster is more of a like an upfront joke, and as much as Drunk as Bad Dubbing is obviously like a big joke. It's not that you're being glib about something. It's, again, in a lot of very good art, doesn't matter what it is, there is some humor in it, even when it's very dark. Like the idea that like Uranus Bosch was a miserable guy and didn't see it was funny that a bishop was getting eaten by something, or even like, what's that guy, the writer, the Russian absurdist, Daniel Kamel.
Yeah,
he writes those really short kind of things, like, his works, his very late works, he's in the siege of Stalingrad, like, or it was in, and you read the things, and in this horrifying thing, he still has not humor as in ha ha ha, but humor as a defense and as a way of looking at, like, dealing with difficult situations, not in the late night comedy show sense, but in something deeper, a deeper kind of humor. So I think that's in that video art a lot.